Took all my focus and stuffed it into my dreams. Sad part about winning's the amount of people that leave. Sad part about winning's the amount of people you leave, cause you feel like they hold you back to it. Leaving them is a need. Fake friends made and those close feel like you're changing. Dates, birthdays, and at home, barrow a stranger. Since your sister gave birth, or family's a mess. I saw my niece after a few months. Beautiful little thing, truly a pearl. So this is why I know I never visit much. I'm living a busy life, and when I'm not busy, I'm busy trying to make a decent life. My decisions in life haven't been what family wanted, so I'm working this hard to stop feeling like I'm being hunted. All I've ever had is this, my pride to its smallest bits. Please join me and all my peeps as we pride in all of this. As we pride in all my dreams, dreams. We pride in all my, yeah. We pride in all my gifts.
What's happening? Na kalina ke nabusi baba khulu baba dese bareke the Queen of Pitori. Welcome to Urban Music. Today Roko Mamsi, Komami Lodi, and we are doing the things we are doing best right here at Mo's Bakery and Coffee Shop. So, if by any chance you happen to be here, make sure you do the right thing, okay? That is Mo's Bakery and Coffee Shop. But not to waste any more of your time, Ora Kola, go. Welcome. Kidding. But check, man. You've got such an incredible voice.
Thank you very much.
How rapper, how opela,
Yeah. The plan has always been to try and master both somehow. At least get to a point where I think I've mastered both.
How did that happen though? Because I know people to sort of stumble along the singing as rappers and the other way around, but to sort of, intentionally master both along your journey.
Yeah.
How did you decide that?
I don't know. Nego apela go gregeng as a kid, or sometimes, but azange anna fosbaga until removal la proteat lane, and then I found hip hop people. Because it's like a mini suburban type place. Because Renane Reloko Kasi site ya thing, but Skolo Nesilego sighting ya this no ponyana in Tutilem or Honalen Tovarake rap, Honalen Tovaring break dancing, Honalen Tovaring. So yeah, finding the culture of hip hop post Kolum, Kyonan Tuirileng or Kinyaka low rap, even though I was already singing. Go high, and into my brother.
Yeah.
Little Bafana running their fingers until they see me. Then it becomes a moment of silence. So sorry, man. See, I'm the type to be better than best is. My past rhymes are representing what best is. Bet is you couldn't match me like H2O, but not many will get it like Pulls from a crack.
SA State Theatre.
Yes.
They had a music festival.
Yes.
The Youth Expressions Festival. Now. Tell us more about the process of even entering throughout the journey until you actually won the rap category.
Well, I was actually watching, and then someone told me you get to perform if you ask nicely. So I was like, okay, cool. Who do I ask nicely? And then I found DJ Big Rome, and there was a guy called Spusiso at the time that he was working with. So I have a song. And then I performed my one song, Kafolo stage. But while I was waiting, seeing what is happening at the event, these people actually have sections. There's like poetry, there's acting, and then there's rappers.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no man, and then I stood there and I watched people battle. And then I was standing next to someone and I told him, no man, I think I could possibly, do something nice here. And then he was like, but stop saying. And then I went in, and everything I rapped in that battle was a freestyle at that time. Like, whoa. I didn't know what to say, so I figured out things on the spot throughout every battle I had to do. Never replace her in twos. And then if the other one wins, then he gets to the next round, and then the other one wins. And then I met someone at the final, and then it just didn't end so nicely for them because I was hungry, and they said 4 grand, guys. I could not 4,000 me again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I decided to just go in as hard as I could, and I guess it paid off.
So you didn't even plan
No,
to
not
enter,
even.
and then you go
fell
on
upon
to
it.
win.
And then I just felt like maybe I could be one of them.
But look, and then you met Zola. Zola is one of the most deepest people you come across.
Yeah.
You understand? What are you speaking when you are speaking to him, you know? And how did that influence sort of your journey going along?
I was always hoping he speaks to me. Like, it was hardly ever a speak to thing. I was always praying, I hope he tells me something that's in the near future gonna help me with something. And without fail, every single day with that man, you will learn something.
Yeah.
He just has a golden mind, and it's a hard find, especially more industry to find a person who's just completely just wise, not smart, not educated, just wise. So because of that, his energy and the people he chooses to keep around him also bring that. Like Zulu Boy and them. If you could hear, if I could tell you, Zulu Boy has told me that, yeah, when you're gonna go far, and when you've heard it from such a person who has gone far, you start, the only thing you think of, what am I supposed to do to actually do that, what he just said? Because he said I can't get far. So it means I should do something in order for me to and because of the energy that Zola is, everyone else around him becomes an inspiration naturally.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very wise man. And what I want to know is, what is the one thing he told you? There's so many people watching this,
Yeah.
you know, they wish to meet him and just have one conversation.
Yeah.
But what is that thing that he's told you that has stuck throughout?
It's not a thing he said. He has a lifestyle of praying before he does things. We used to start a circle and pray before shows all the time. Like I've held Sandlas Gapro standards in a circle with Zola. Like those kind of moments that he would so freely give us is what makes him the guy who inspired everything. Because Narefa platform ya high, it's his. I'll talk a high or I'll be at let's see if they like you. It's not a must. But he would do that, and because of that kind of person, you start learning the ones who aren't like that, bairagabo. So you don't need to just keep chasing after all the time. Just, you know, so you learn it just from his actions. He didn't really have to sit me down one day and say, Ora, labantu bazo. But sure. I knew that they did it to him, so I'm always like on the lookout. Hey, man. When it's dodgy, I know, mainly because I've sat with a man who knows all of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't know that you're beautiful. Try on every dress that you own. You will find in my eyes a half hour ago. And if your mirror won't make it clearer,
So now you decide to enter for Idols.
Yes.
You don't get one, you don't get two. No, not even 3, boo, but 4 yeses.
Yes.
The Randall said yes.
That happened. Yo man, I lost my mind inside, inwardly, because but inwardly I was so happy, I was so excited, I was so happy to heal, guys. And then again, I'm more lining 4:30.
Sure.
Every line answer Maya, kona utlotsa na 9:10. Where me? Hauna stulo, hauna. So the only thing you can hope is that whatever you deliver works so much that they choose you, and to actually be chosen. Now go utla Winterfeld, utla the Gravolo. In my head, even when I went, I wasn't sure I would. So already can Alma said I might just lose it, but guy. I got there, I was shocked when Nati said diamond in the rough, when they asked her for a comment, and it was the only thing she said first. She was like, diamond in the rough, 2-3 times, and I don't know. So yeah, it was an experience and a half, man. Idols was not the peak for me, but a taste at it. Yeah, so it gave me a taste of what could actually happen if you're dedicated.
Look, I only met you today, but one of my favorite things about you is you're grounded.
Thank
you know,
you.
and you're humble, you know, and you are the same person who's been hearing from legends.
Yeah.
Do you understand? From established people that look, you're great,
You
you're
have it,
amazing,
yeah,
you're good.
yeah.
But what is it that's really making you grounded? What is it that keeps you humble?
I feel like I had nowhere to learn the bad parts. I made sure like more in my circle, the closest ones, are the people who teach me humble because they know it, they have lived it. Because when Tommy blew up, I expected him to turn on me. I had a friend who just, when on Idols, he went runner up. I expected him to just switch on me, but Nasebeao and then Zola was so big, but he would still sit down with you, Bozulu Boy, Pro, all these people. But if you've met them and you know them, you really have no reason to then become the guy who's weird to people because of the gift that you know these other people had and they didn't change. So why when specifically? Why should people feel that you have progressed? Why? Yeah, it's not a mindset I keep in me.
But why? Answer the ask. But we are so excited to have had you on Urban Music Live and Unplugged.
Thank you very much.
And I said at the end that you are top tier professionalism. You know, you can watch Batu, like people who've been in the game.
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
one mistake is bullet, and you know, hey.
Rem, you know, very show.
People are taking, you understand?
Yeah.
But what is that thing like? You know, I don't know if it's instinctive, but what is it that kind of is like, okay, all right, look, yeah, let's keep the show moving.
When things crumble, it's your opportunity. Like even in life, genuinely, like as soon as things crumble, that's your opportunity. Because things are going bad. That's the one time you'll know how to see the good one. Because things are going bad.
Sure.
And when you're instinctive, you run towards your first, you know, that one plan that says, okay, this is what we're gonna do since Kholewea. Like it's the same mindset that I apply even in just tiny life situations. So I Kitoriki explain it in a professional way. It doesn't have professional fun. It feels like a natural thing to do or fill in where there isn't something.
When you're born to do it, you're born to do it. What can you say? You know, you've engineered music for the who's who, the business, Iris, Togiti, Ayanda Chia.
I have designed for them. I do graphics.
Okay.
So those are people I've designed for. It's mainly Zeph who was designing for them, but because I was so close with him, our jobs somehow, there's people who think he designed, and there's people who think I engineered, and there's people who think the other way around.
How did it happen that you're doing work for such, you know, such people? I mean,
Bayachelana labantu. That's why I don't understand when they don't chelana about your craft. But with the graphics, since it's not something they also do, they tell each other, you know. Usbanbani, who's famous, has seen this guy and feels, okay, this is one of the best graphic designers I've met, so So I used to get easy links because of that, especially knowing Tommy and getting into his spaces. When he introduced me, he kept telling people, hey, he doesn't care how famous you are. Hey, this is Ora and he designs and he's the best. Whoever designs for you is not the one.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
Sure.
It's those things that got me to like getting plugged with celebrities, as they say.
Let's get into your music now.
Yes.
Mixtapes, EPs, tell us more.
2018, I dropped an EP. That was my first actual project. All along, I was dropping singles since State Theatre. I had never released anything. And then, well, that was an okay August. That's what I titled it, because August is known to be windy and coldish nyana.
Do you know snow August?
Yes.
Hey.
So when I said an okay August, I meant an Ora Kola August. So it's a windy and bad season, but yeah, I'm taking it. I'm owning it. Yeah. So that's what happened with that project. It was just merely 5 tracks, and I had Boy Wonder on one of them, which is someone I had always wanted to work with. So yeah, that happened. After that, I don't know. I had stopped making music for a while, and then I met Huey. Huey is also a Pretoria rapper who's, oh my God. Huey! Guys, this Huey. Y'all need to know.
Yeah.
This Huey. And Huey called me in and said, feature for a song. And it was one of the best songs I had heard in the country. And I couldn't believe that he wants me to be on it.
Wow.
Like, because I'm doubting myself. I have so many doubts on my craft and all of that. And I feel like it's not moving. But he plugged me. Homeboy plugged me. I got on his song. From there, I didn't want to stop. So when I moved to Joburg, to the CBDS, I met a guy named Prince, started making the tape, which is the storybook. And the storybook is basically every experience around that time. Everything I said on that project is damn true.
Yeah.
I feel it. When I listen to the songs, you can feel the actual memory of it. You can feel the time. You can feel the people who were around when it was made. That's what it means to me, that project, the storybook. And then, I met people and dropped a single now titled Cheapy, which is, that's gonna come with a project depending on how much people do with Cheapy.
No, we like it. Deliver the goods, please.
I will. I'm cooking it.
What's interesting about what you've just said is that you were giving up. You were about to give up. You understand?
Enough.
And then after you met Huey, you
Yeah.
told yourself that I will fight for this.
He sounds like someone you can't doubt. So because of how good he was, it would make you question, why am I doubting how good I am if he, sounding the way he sounds,
Why did you doubt yourself in the first place?
Because when you feel like something is dope and you give it to people and they still decide to just put it to the side all the time, it gets tiring. You start feeling, okay, maybe I don't really have it as much as I assumed, you know? And I know they've said I was ban, but I was sucking up, you know? Ganti, man, at some point it doesn't sleep in you, so even you wouldn't sleep because it keeps kicking. Somehow it just keeps kicking until it gets its time.
We're so glad that happened because otherwise
I'm thanking God right now.
God is good. But look, Cheapy, tell us more about that song because, hey, listening to it, I'm just like, hey, wow. It's an amazing song.
Thank you very much. Cheapy. Cheapy really as an attempt at a sound. Because I felt like I'm not finding myself. So I wanted to find a balance and in the music, like find a way to just give them both somehow. And that was me trying to create that. And luckily, a moment had happened that would inspire such a song, which just made sense to just rap and sing about seeing this very beautiful human. Nali bila to that level hore o khotlehile wa pa logo nna wa re no ke tlo kwala pina.
Or when you Cheapy and then is that what inspired the song?
Like, no man. O khotla pena mosadi yo. So yeah, that's what happened. And then we penned it. We genuinely created it because the guy or producing thing is the same guy who produced Super Duper for KO. So I couldn't even believe that I have a beat from him to begin with. So I was standing there just shaky at first, and it took me, I wrote a song and finished it, and then I deleted it when I was supposed to go record to write another one because I felt like it's not I hadn't made a good enough song and it wasn't my truth. So I had to go sit down, and the one big good memory I had was that Cheapy Ew. So I felt like if I could be honest about that, it might just, come out smooth, and it did. Luckily,
Indeed. We can
I got
confirm.
lucky. I got lucky enough.
Okay, here we are. Urban Music Live and Unplugged. Obviously now it's the interview session, Urban Music. But now you at a point where, okay, I'm hoping this was sort of reflective, because even in how you say some of these things happen.
Yes, yes.
Then I'm like, whoa, oh my gosh, it's like I'm living the experience with you, you know.
Yeah.
But now that you're here, I mean, what do you want for your journey, for yourself, for your music?
I want progress, because I feel like I've had a lot of chances, but not a solid progressive one. Like I don't want to taste at it. I don't want to start something that's probably gonna fade out because negativity or something. That's why I'm trying to refine myself and make a solid foundation this time. Or hey guys, I'm not gonna be behind anyone anymore. I'm not gonna be in front of you. Better be looking at that boy because that's the one, you know. And it takes a lot out of me even to even think that way. Finally.
Told her I'm sorry, I won't be discussing the politics. But you are a diamond, my lady, I get to the one again. Cause I kinda saw us already, just having a lot of kids. Mañana la and you cannot get what you said to me. On soirée, all alone. I've been vibing before. She been fine, it's all like your mom. I've been trying to get with you. With cheapy. Never go to a cheapy to get with you.
After the breakdowns, after the no's, after the door closing, and you know, it I don't know. I keep trying to explain it.
So at which point will you then say that you have made it, or that we're thinking like, wow, finally
we've done it? When you hear a song and you know it's him, you know that feeling. You just know it's him. Like Abakwala who featuring Jay-Z. But hey man, that's Hove. That gotta be Hove. That has to be Hove. And I want people to get to a point where they feel like a song is not enough because why was it Ora? The song is so nice, but if genuinely my master plan is that, because I've always wanted to feed people music, I've always wanted to say something to people. So if I make you the nice songs that talk about specific things that aren't your depth, that's basically me trying to soften you up for the real stuff, because I enjoy the part where I get to rap to you about how hard my life has been, so you learn that it can get hard but it's not the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I rather she be couple something. Somehow, I get it.
She say I'm a movie, she like the way I do things. Next to that rapper, but she love to hear my new shit. Baby knew I could spit, and TV told the dude sing. She ain't in for none of that, she tryna be my boo thing. When you get a moment to I call her. I've been waiting for a mention, so I follow. Now we half empty cinema with feet up. I ain't one for violence, but I beat it up. Yes.
Get out right here for real.
Thank you.
You're incredibly talented.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming through. This is me wrapping it up, but because Gerata Ditaba, look, I'm putting you on, you know. And look, this is sort of like off-camera conversation we had. Some people are for you, some people are not for you.
Yeah.
You're talking about performances that you've been through or been at, and there are those people who are like,
bad energies.
and then there's bad energies.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I mean, how do you identify horomoto only a bad energy, and how do you keep away? Because sometimes, hey, but I'll condemn.
Yeah. Now, hey Joe, now I've never been good at faking the smile for long, you know. So if you can always see or tell in the energies, you can tell her. And all you could tell me is that Nana. I just told you where I just came from and who I was sitting at a round table with, and Nana. And we've been homies forever. But Nana, you know how hungry I've been, how many years I've hungered for it, what I've gone through for it. But even if you are not, you are another person going through the same thing. I go easy, but you suffer the same things I suffer. But you still want to come with the negative energy. He thinks he's better because. And I'm like, I will say it in the music. I swear I will. My music is probably, if you want to find someone bragging, it would probably just find Ora. But in the depth of it, you find a message. You find something. He said something. And when I get to people, I don't treat them with the same energy I rap with.
Yeah.
Because that's the craft. I'm trying to craft it perfect. But I'm not perfect, and I've accepted that part. And I will give you the ordinary me. And then when that is reflected badly, you can always tell as the person receiving it.
Sure.
And I don't know. It's easier for me to push it away because I already am not so good at overly mingling with people. I almost said niggas. I always say niggas. Niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't overly mingle with niggas. Like even at a gig, I would rather not be in VIP and chilling with the people outside there. Okay. Yeah. If it's not real, that's not the way. What's the point?
Sure.
So Boo-c and them are literally the best example of a good energy that every show you go to, everyone will tell you a good story about Boo-c. And having those kind of energies around, yeah. I don't know why I always make him a reference, because
It is what it is. But as we wrap it up, now that you're here, you've seen what you've seen, what advice would you give to someone who really wants to sort of be in that space and do what you've done thus far, you know, especially about the people you surround yourself with?
Yeah. Well, mainly it's not about them. And as soon as you accept that part, you will go the furthest. Because whatever they do will not affect you as much, because like at the end
Sure.
what about it doesn't matter, but you sold and you have food at night, you know. So it's never about batobao. And until you are satisfied, do not ever stop. Ever. I don't care how bad it gets, right? It's probably still going to happen in the near future because things haven't balanced, but still, because you know the end goal. Keep at it. Don't stop. Ever. Ever, ever.
Ever. You are deeper than the ocean. Wow, I never expected it. But what an honor. Thank you so much for coming through to Urban Music.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hi, Lukwile Leboni. I hope that it did the things that needed to be done, because wow, I'm in my feels, okay? So hoping that you've enjoyed this one. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like us everywhere. Urban Culture ZA, culture with a K, because we're cool like that, all right? Yeah, Matt from Ora Kola and myself, na Kalina Kenabusi, Baba Kulu, Baba Dese, the Queen of Pitori. We are outie.
What you wish you could too, meaning spitting great bars, things you wish you could do. Could you ever level up to what these goons do? Cool dudes, how is never that? What does cool do? How does all we ever do? To avenues, I know that you missed rap. This is what I'm giving you. Bars at their very best. Pass on my every test. Meaning competition killed. I passed on my every test. Rapper, singer, designer, the flow so dope. Kid, rap legend, co-sign. Your prince from Eskandaf, the Zephbeats beat killer buzangaya maungas. Rap singer, designer, the flow so dope. Kid, rap legend, co-sign. Prince from Eskandaf, the Zephbeats beat killer buzangaya maungas.